Rainy day here in New England. I like doing car videos in the rain. It's very calming. It's funny, my 5-year-old daughter, she often says that. She goes, "It's so calming." When a 5-year-old recognizes something calming, it's always a good thing. I hope you can hear me because the rain is loud. I want to let you know that Neville month continues. Kind of. This Neville month thing is obviously mainly being used as a joke, but it is true that the last couple weeks we really did cover, as I've said again and again in recent videos, I think the core techniques, the straightforward, incredibly simple techniques that Neville shares that are often kind of glazed over these days because there's so much information on Neville's approach on the internet, specifically on like YouTube, that it's very easy to lose track of how simple the instructions for manifesting that Neville gives are, especially when you look at 5 Lessons, which is probably his most practical, teaching book, right? It was originally lectures. The mini course that I just did, I will link above and link below. It really shows you, because we were reading Neville quotes from 5 Lessons of his specific instructions for how to utilize his techniques. And they're so simple. Doesn't mean they're easy, but they're so simple. And I mentioned in that mini course that the one thing that I personally think, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, the one thing missing from the 5 Lessons lectures in terms of techniques, that a lot of people find useful, not just some people, but a lot of people find useful, is revision. You could argue that revision is more just like an approach to life, obviously, in the way that Neville's advice can be an approach to life, but also there is some technique involved to revision. And I don't remember exactly, I'm not going to go back and look at everything Neville wrote before the early 50s, but I feel like revision is something he spoke about at least a lot more starting in the 1950s. The pruning shears of revision, all of that stuff. It's very, very interesting. Another fantastic approach and technique, and it's not in the 5 Lessons stuff. So what I did yesterday is I had a chat with my friend that I recorded, because she likes to use revision and she's really good at explaining it. My friend's name is Cecilia. She's been mentioned on this channel before, as well as on Maggie's channel, because she used to be pretty much the head moderator of the Neville Goddard subreddit up until last fall, when she finally said, "Fuck it, I'm done. I can't deal with these loony people anymore." So I wanted to make this video before I put up the chat/interview I did with Cecilia, because it's a very good discussion. But it's the kind of discussion where, first of all, we do talk about revision, okay, which a lot of people are going to find, I think, helpful, because she's got some amazing stories and things to say about revision. But Cecilia, in my discussion, is going to be tough for some of you to hear. Let's put it that way. It's going to rub some of you the wrong way, because Cecilia was the main moderator of the Neville subreddit. So, she's seen the underbelly of the kind of, stupid groupthink that has become Neville's teachings on the internet the last couple of years. She's seen that underbelly more than most. And she has some really, really valuable things to share about the ugly underbelly of the quote-unquote Neville community, which both she and I think is a toxic community. And I feel like I wanted to do this video today kind of introducing the interview before I, put it on the channel today or tomorrow, because Cecilia's a very bright person, and she can speak about Neville and these concepts very well. And I want you to understand that, like, when she's talking about social media and Neville, like me, like, we're not trying just to shit on people or shit on people who are interested in Neville. Quite the contrary. We're looking to have an open, I would dare I say it, loving discussion about Neville and similar manifesting teachings, because we both think that's how people can learn and benefit the most from Neville's teachings. And that's how we think Neville would probably like it if we spoke openly about this stuff and not dogmatically. What both of us have seen over the years is kind of the opposite of that, of like a really watered down, desperate approach to Neville's teachings that does not benefit most people at all and actually hurts them, and adds to a lot of people's trauma as opposed to helping their trauma and their stress. So this is one of the more interesting and dare I say important Neville discussions or information that I've shared on this channel, and it will be coming soon, probably tomorrow. But I just wanted people, and I know most people who are watching this who are familiar with this, with my channel, already know this, but I wanted people to know that before I publish it, and to also really, if you want, I mean, you don't have to, but really listen to what Cecilia says, because gosh, is she ever smart talking about this stuff and how to be practical about this stuff, and at the same time be really far out with what you're studying and trying to apply in your life. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the next video, and then that probably will be it for Neville month. I'm ready to move on to other topics, I think. If you have any questions, or if you want help going deep with manifesting concepts, you know where to find me. RadicalCounselor.com. Until next time.